the big fun thing is that the ADL and the FBI have had a breakup. So,
for now.
And it all seems to have been prompted by James Comey, because it seems like this administration is finding out that the FBI under Comey and the ADL worked together and talked about anti-Semitism on the rise in the United States. Kash Patel tweeted, James Comey wrote love letters to the ADL and embedded FBI agents with them, a group that ran disgraceful ops spying on Americans. Okay. That era is over. The FBI won't partner with political fronts masquerading as watchdogs. So not partner with Turning Point USA, not partner with Israel writ large.
Well, didn't it start because the ADL also criticized TPUSA?
Yes, thank you, Lana, because the origin story of this is that the FBI found an entry about Charlie Kirk that called Kirk basically a Christian nationalist and a white supremacist. And so the ADL deleted that entry, but no matter, that's the
Elon
reason.
Musk called them a hate group.
Yes, he did. Elon Musk
I
tweeted that the ADL was a hate group, quote tweeting Cernovich, good people. The ADL hates Christians, therefore it is a hate group. This is September of this year, guys. This is now. And again, we could put aside the ADL for 1 second. The fact that they work so hard to do things like excuse Elon Musk's awkward gesture, they called when he Sig Heiled, guys. They tweeted, it's a delicate moment. It's a new day and so many are on the edge. Our politics are inflamed and social media only adds the anxiety. Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm.
It happens.
Not a Nazi salute. Sometimes you just got to Sig Heil. They have worked above and beyond. In addition to the fact that they have been tracking Palestine activists for the government and calling any anti-Israel criticism, anti-Semitism.
Right.
They are premiers in that. And yet, lo and behold, the white nationalists will never love them back because they are Jewish. Now, nobody tells Stephen Miller he's Jewish. He'll be the last to know.
Yes.
But it's just so predictable that this was going to happen. I don't know, Matt, before we talk about like what the ADL's done.
Right.
Don't forget, prior to this, long time ago, the ADL had beef with a lot of the social media companies because they were pushing a lot of that, when Trump won, they were pushing a lot of the hate speech stuff that forced Mark Zuckerberg. A lot of that was October, way before that. The tides kind of changed after October 7th.
Absolutely.
Though. Yes, because the ADL has been, more and more co-opted, as basically a Zionist front. Every year it would do it more and more, especially once Jonathan Greenblatt took over at the head. But yeah, I mean, looking at this, it's also obvious and predictable. I find it really funny that the ADL is being a bit they accidentally are biting themselves in the ass by having a past that at one point sort of resembled a civil rights group. So like because of that, they have an entry about Christian identity hate groups, and there are Christian identity hate groups, period. And that is an undeniable fact. The Southern Poverty Law Center lists them. So does the ADL, because at one point the ADL did stuff like that. That's not to say it's ever been really a very good organization, but it at least had some sort of role that it assigned itself. The fact that they are now being pushed in a position where they have to not list some hate groups that explicitly hate Jews, by the way, hate groups that are explicitly anti-Semitic. The fact that they have to not list those in order to gain favor with the FBI.
You just deleted it. I mean, you deleted it like, RFK is deleting stuff at the CDC.
Right.
Trump is, they're all deleting stuff about everyone's deleting stuff about violent white extremism.
Right. And like when it comes to the ADL specifically, giving themselves the role of, well, we're the people who, we're trying to protect Jews in America. The fact that they are unwilling to fight back on the idea that, yes, there are Christian nationalists or Christian identity hate groups that hate Jews explicitly. The fact that they are willing to throw American Jews under the bus for the sake of gaining favor with an FBI and an administration, all for the sake of Israel. Does that not give away the whole game?
It's more important they hate Muslims
yes.
than love the Christians.
Yes, 100%. And, the funny thing about the Christian identity, thing that came out, they got, ADL got for it. And even from some people I know, some activists I know who are like, what are the ADL, which is, as we know, a Zionist front group, is saying that all Christians are bad. And it's like, no, that isn't what that entry means. But I also don't care to correct them because I know very well that the ADL is, even the good stuff they do is in bad faith. Faith. Like everything they do is for the sake of
What's
Israel.
Really obnoxious about the ADL occupying the space that it does is that we do need hate group and hate crime trackers that are honest,
right?
That do not, conflate things like anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism. Right. We specifically need.
They need to be non-denominational.
Right.
They need that, but also I do think there need to be specific. I mean, like, okay, we, go to CARE to learn about, Islamophobic hate, and we go, to the ADL to learn about anti-Semitic attacks. But of course, less and less ever since, we see that they conflate, again, anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism. From Axios, and this I didn't know. This warrants, more, a deeper look. But in the 50s and 60s, the FBI was interested in disrupting communist activity, and the ADL welcomed help from law enforcement trying to expose radical movements on the right and the left. Mm-hmm. So in other words, the ADL, it has also tried to, work with the FBI, ousting any leftists.
They've always been turncoats.
Yeah, right, exactly. And in exchange, they receive information about white supremacists and hate movements, which I'm just like, don't work with the FBI.
Well, the ADL has always been compromised. And that's the thing is like the ADL, not unlike a lot of different civil rights organizations and different organizations in general that purport to do one thing and kind of secretly do another, especially on the left. Or not the left, but especially liberal organizations. The problem, what makes it so disgusting with the ADL is that it is just so blatantly contributing to anti-Semitism in America, and it doesn't mind throwing Jews under the bus if it means supporting the state of Israel.
Yeah,
which is that to me is well, then stop pretending to be anything else. Stop pretending you're not just a mouthpiece for the state of Israel. Stop, requiring states at the local level to use their particular definition of hate crime, of hate group, of anti-Semitism, of anti-Zionism. The amount of influence that they have, not just on a federal level, but on a local level, is massive.
Yeah,
and they need to be culturally, for every American, synonymous with a genocide. They need to be known that, this group does not, it'd be the SS is giving us some statistics on hate crimes. Don't trust the SS on that. You know what I mean? You need to associate them with what they actually are, which is genocidal monsters.
Yeah. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do it.